Hello everyone, this is Andy from the Pigs Pub Podcast, and I'm here with my top 10 games of 2022. Okay, first off, I would like to have all these games physical to show off to you, but I don't. We got some digital games up here, starting with number 10. It is Tunic. Tunic was a cool little retro throwback to the Zelda games. Had a great art style, great soundtrack, a great mechanic where you're collecting manual pages, and the manual pages show up in your menu, and they look like old NES manual pages with really cool retro-looking art. The only thing that makes it so far down on my list is that the combat got kind of frustrating, and the puzzles towards the end were pretty brutal of what they asked you to do to try to get like the real ending. I had to look all that shit up, but other than that, I had a great time with it. All right, number 9. I played a lot of Metroidvanias this year, but one of my favorites was Record of Lodest War, Deedlit, and Wonder Labyrinth. That's probably the weirdest title of 2022 as well. This game was really damn cool. It was definitely takes a lot of influences from Symphony of the Night. Has a great art style, great animation, very fun Metroidvania. It has a cool mechanic that's kind of like Ikaruga, where you have two spirits that you can have equipped, one water, one fire, and you can absorb certain things with the fire one or absorb certain things with the water one. You have to do a lot of switching, and I thought that was something that was going to worry me, that towards the end of the game it might get too crazy with that type of stuff, but they didn't. Man, it was super cool. Check it out. Okay, number 8 is Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. I don't think this game came out this year. I'm not exactly sure. Look at the back. Doesn't say. Probably should have lit it up before I did this, but I did play through it this year. Actually ordered it on a snow day here in North Carolina back in January, but finally got around to it. It is a port of a PS Vita game, so it definitely shows. The graphics look very dated, especially on the big TV, but it's a fun little action RPG made by the same people who make the E series, Falcom, and it definitely takes a lot of influence of stuff like Persona, where you're hanging out with your party members, and that give you extra story bits and extra abilities and stuff like that. But yeah, it's really cool. Check it out if you can find it. Okay, number 7 is Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I actually got this game for Kathy for her birthday, but she's had a very busy year and never got around to finishing it. But I originally got it for her for us to play with co-op, but I heard the co-op wasn't really good after I got it. So I ended up playing through it, and I really, really liked it. Definitely felt like a throwback to like old PlayStation and N64 colorful platformers, 3D platformers. But it was way better than any of those were. So this is really cool. Definitely a fun little romp for Kirby. All right, number 6 is another digital game. It is Cult of the Lamb. This game was really cool. I haven't seen a physical version yet for sale, but I'm sure there might be one floating around in the future. I did order the soundtrack on vinyl from Digital Devolver because the soundtrack was really cool, very chilled, laid back, weird music. This game was, you're playing as a lamb and you run a cult. That's exactly what the title says, but it's also a roguelike where you're running through dungeons, getting random items, random weapons, stuff like that. You have to raise your cult, give them food, make sure they're happy, and make sure they fucking worship you, or you kick them out or kill them or whatever. But it was super cool. Came out of nowhere for me. Like, saw some videos of it like the day it came out, and I got instantly hooked. Bought it. So fucking cool. All right, number 5 is Tinykin. Tinykin is, a lot of people compare it to Pikmin, which is a series I've never played before, despite being a big Nintendo fan. It doesn't look like something that would really be for me, but once I saw the videos of it and saw what this game was going for, and it's on Game Pass, I checked it out, and 2 or 3 sittings later I'd beaten it. It was super fun, little chill platformer where you're just collecting a bunch of things, running through a house where you're super tiny and everything else is gigantic. Just a great art style, a great vibe. I love that game. Check it out. Okay. Number 4, it's God of War Ragnarok, which is a game I just beat recently, maybe in the past week. I really, really liked it. Nice little continuation of the God of War 2018 story. That was my game of the year that year. It came out in 2018. This one, the only reason this was not the game of the year this year is because there's some stuff there that just completely blew it out of the park for me. But also, this one is kind of diminishing returns with a Stranger in a Strange Land story. It's really kind of more about Atreus and finding out who he is and his answers of what he wants. And overall, it was really, really cool. Great looking game. Felt great to play. You can't say enough good things about God of War. All right, we're getting into the top 3 territory here. This is Infern X at number 3. So I don't know if a lot of y'all heard about Infern X, but it is a throwback NES style game to stuff like Xanadu or Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, or even Link's Adventure. And this is one of my favorite games I think I've ever played, actually, because it captures that feeling of those games, but it makes it so much easier to play. Like, it's not super obtuse or whatever, but man, the music and the sprite work and all that stuff is all great. It all lends to that old 8-bit feeling. I played this on Game Pass, beat it immediately, went to the limited run game store here in North Carolina and picked up a copy on the Switch. It's still straight wrapped. I don't know if I'll open it because I can still play it on Game Pass, but I had to have it because I really, really loved it. And I need to go back and play it again because as soon as I beat it, I didn't get the good ending, but as soon as I beat it, I went and looked up some stuff and just saw a million different things. Not a million, but a bunch of different things that I didn't even know were in the game. Just like immediately, like, what? That's there? That's in it? Oh my God. So I need to go back and play some more, but man, check it out, Infern X. All right, number 2 is Horizon Forbidden West. I am a massive graphics whore, and this game is one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen. It's one of the main reasons that we got the big 65-inch OLED in the living room, is to play stuff like this. This was fucking amazing, just running around this world. I had such a great time. Combat felt super good, and the story was something I was not expecting. I didn't go into this game really following development at all. I just knew, oh, I like the first one, I'll play the second one. Like, I don't need to know much about it, besides seeing like the trailers of her like swimming and stuff. So the antagonists, I had no idea were coming, so that was a complete blow-away thing, and the ending was even bigger blow-away thing. So spoilers, there'll be Horizon 3, but it was super cool. Yeah, this is number 2 right here. Okay, and number 1 is was there any doubt, is Elden Ring. Elden Ring is one of those games that come along every couple of years where I wish I could just delete my memory of it and just play it again, because man, the first 20 or so hours of this game, all I did was run around the world. I didn't look up any guides. I didn't follow the little waypoints they tell you to go. I knew where it wanted me to go, but I was like, I'm not going to go there. And I went to a ton of other places, found a whole bunch of random stuff, random bosses, random items, got into places I shouldn't have been, just felt like I was just discovering something every 2 or 3 minutes. What's that over there? What's that over there? I have to see this. I have to see that. And then when I finally did, put my nose to the grindstone and try to play through the story, it fucking got even better for me. Definitely had some frustrating moments because I suck at these games, but definitely played it to the end. Super good. Check it out any way you can. Elden Ring, and that is my number 1 game for 2022. Okay, that's it. That's my top 10. Those are the games that I like. If anyone in the comments wants to share some of the games that they like this year, that'd be great. I'm also looking forward to a lot of games this coming up year. We got Final Fantasy 16 coming out, Breath of the Wild 2. We'll see if they come out this year. I never trust any. I don't trust Square or Zelda to make a release date to save their lives, or Nintendo. But it seems like a lot of the good things on the horizon, and I can't wait. Peace out.